Okay.
We had trouble getting on, that's all.
Well, and I always have trouble getting on. I never, ever can get on to a Zoom like everybody else.
The McCrae's are friends of my mother's.
I'm just not a decent technological person. So, it's almost 7.
For me to wear a mask.
Okay. Who's going to wear a mask and try to sing? Okay, so I've got, let's go through the sign up again. I've got Julie, Bill, Jewett, Larry, John, Laura, Steve, Phil, Diane and John, and then me. So anybody else that comes in, we'll add them at the end of the performer's song. Okay?
Okay.
All right, the song, everybody will be muted except for the performer. We're gonna go through at least a couple of times of songs. And at least I would think that would be pretty good. And then we're going to share stories. So anybody that is not a performer gets a chance to share a story that they have about Larry, about LD, and Dean, and how many other names did he have?
Yeah, really.
I've heard him called many.
Yes, and they all weren't always, well, I mean, yes.
Don't call me late for supper.
No, nobody called him late for supper, as long as it was what he wanted to eat. He was such a sweetie, bless his heart. And I always tried to know that, okay, LD's coming, there'll be definitely some healthy food here.
Mm-hmm.
And some good
He did eat healthy. So, are we ready, Jim?
Yeah. Shall I mute everybody?
Oh,
Got
Who
someone
just-
else coming in.
Oh, it's my mother.
someone else?
Mary Lou
That's my
Hoffman,
mother. She's not.
Julia Gibson,
Okay, Mary Lou and what's the other name?
Donald,
Joan Gibson.
Okay, Mary Lou, there's some more. We may not start music at 7.
that's okay.
Mary Lou and
Julie
John or Don?
Julie Gibson.
Oh, Mary Lou and Julie. Okay, thank you.
Then Don, D-O-N.
Don,
Then Terry.
okay. Do Mary Lou and Julie play together, or are they separate?
Just Julie.
Just Julie plays, Mary Lou doesn't play.
Okay, so Julie plays. Okay,
Mary Lou's muted, but doesn't know.
and is that everybody now? Okay, so that's 10, 11. Okay, so we've got Julie Mclean, Bill, Jewett, Larry, John, Laura, Steve, Phil, Diane and John, Julie, and Julie Gibson, and Don Terry, and then me. Okie doke. So, yeah, let's go ahead and mute and start with Julie Mclean. I'm so glad you're all here.
All right. This is a favorite Hugh Prestwood song of mine, and it's called Bristlecone Pine. Way up in the mountains on a high timber line, there's a twisted old tree called the bristlecone pine. Though when there is bitter, it cuts like a knife, keeps that tree holding on for dear life. But hold on, it does, standing its ground, standing as empires rise and fall down. when Jesus was gathering lambs to his fold. The tree was already 1,000 years old. Now the way I have lived, oh, I hope you can tell. When I die, if I'm going to heaven or hell. So when I'm laid to rest, it would shoot me just fine to sleep at the feet of the bristlecone pine. For as I would slowly return to this earth, what little this body of mine might be worth would soon start to nourish the roots of that tree, and it would partake of the essence of me. And who knows but that as the centuries turn, a small spark of me might continue to burn, as long as the sun would continue to shine. Down on the limbs of the bristlecone pine. Now the way I have lived, oh, I hope you can tell. When I die, if I'm going to heaven or hell. So when I'm laid to rest, it would suit me just fine to sleep at the feet of the bristlecone pine. Way up in the mountains on a high timber line, there's a twisted old tree called the bristlecone pine. The wind there is bitter, it cuts like a knife, keeps that tree holding on for dear life. But hold on, it does, standing its ground, standing as empires rise and fall down. When Jesus was gathering lambs to his fold, the tree was already 1,000 years old. Now the way I have lived, oh, I hope you can tell. When I die, if I'm going to heaven or hell. So when I'm laid to rest, it would suit me just fine to sleep at the feet of the bristlecone pine. Sleep at the feet of the bristlecone pine. Sleep at the feet of the bristlecone pine. Thank you.
Very nice. Very, very nice. That's one of those good old crying type songs when you have them like that. Just those are gorgeous, gorgeous songs.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Julie. I didn't have access to the other section here, but I'm now seeing that we have lots of other folks on the other side of my screen that I didn't open to. So I'm happy to see everyone here. And if there's anybody that needs to sign up to perform, you need to let me know. Otherwise, we're going to go on and enjoy the music. You know, we're all here to celebrate the wonderful musical life of Larry Dean Clark, who's a dear, dear friend. We've all heard him play. I hated missing the RRAMS period of time. From what I understand, those were some really fantastic concerts. And I've grown to know a lot of you folks through Larry, LD. And we're going to take the music to one of my other buds that I have met through him. And up in high country in Colorado, Bill, would you please take it away?
I would love to. I was going to say, I believe I was the first one to get Larry to your house for your jams. I think.
No.
How long ago was it? Do you remember?
No. LD was one of my very first people because it grew out of a chalice circle at RRUU.
Okay, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of Weird. Remember Weird Harold?
You're thinking Weird, yeah. You brought Weird.
Him out there. That's
You
right.
gave us Weird.
I did give you Weird.
You gave me Weird.
The song, the first song I ever did for the Dallas Folk Music Society back in about 1994, 95 was this one. And unfortunately, the man who wrote this song passed away a couple of weeks, maybe a month ago now. But I always got asked for this song almost every time I went to Larry's house to play. And by the way, he's Larry to me because he was always Larry.
Yeah.
I've known him more than 25 years, so I get to call him that. Anyway, this is The Dutchman, Michael Smith's song. Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the morning, Margaret brings him breakfast and she believes him. He thinks tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, and Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, his cap and coat are patched with the love that Margaret sewed in. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam, and he watches tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again, through the unforgiving streets that trip him at though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks he's alone. He calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the cider sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The windmills will the winter in. She winds his muffler tighter. They sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. And he sees her for a moment. He calls her name. She makes the bed up singing some old love song. She learned it when the tune was very new. He hums a line or two. They hum together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Awesome,
much.
awesome. That is so good. Yeah, that's one that he almost always did. Almost every one of my jams too, and it's just a beautiful song. And of course, I've got your recording of it.
Yep.
Bill. Okay, Duet, please entertain us, lady dear.
All right. There's a new world somewhere they call the Promised Land, and I'll be there someday if you will hold my hand. I still need you there beside me, no matter what I do, for I know I'll never find another you. There is always someone for each of us, they say, and you'll be my someone forever and a day. I could search the whole world over until my life is through, but I know I'll never find another you. It's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. When I walk through the storm, you'll be my guide, be my guide. If they gave me a fortune, my pleasure would be small. I could lose it all tomorrow and never mind at all. But if I should lose your love, dear, I don't know what I'd do, for I know I'll never find another you. It's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. When I walk through the storm, you'll be my guide, be my guide. There's a new world somewhere they call the Promised Land, and
and I'll be there someday. If you will hold my hand, I still need you there beside me, no matter what I do. So I know I'll never find another you.
Pretty much. Yeah. One of my favorite groups from back in the 60s. I just loved their music. Oh, good stuff.
#1 in Britain, 1964.
I wouldn't doubt it. That was something else. Those were the good old days. Lots of folk music back then. Okay, Mr. Larry Martin, you are up, sir.
Cool. Greetings to John McCready. I hadn't seen you in a long time. This is a sad occasion to meet your acquaintance again, but it's very cool. This is an old song from the RRAMS days. I got to go back to that level of the involvement with LD. So it's a song called Caprock Hotel because Phil Hartman said he liked it. Well, wildcat's dreams, cattleman's schemes of real. In a young town, you two look fine as crystal that shines. In the kitchen of the Caprock Hotel. But Fort Worth never fell away from the land. Town watched the streams blow away in the sand. Their hearts were as heavy as the cross ties of veil. On the tracks by the Caprock Hotel, where the wild prairie wind bends sweet and its signs. But it's full of dollars, now a handful of dimes. Small Texas town lives and dies with the times. In the shadow of the Caprock Hotel. Now the crystal's cracked, the antique store, and chain and lock secure the front door. There's no light at all through plywood and boards. In the windows of the Caprock Hotel. On a long stretch highway, young man now stands looking back on the town that's full of field plans. Moving his family through Galilee, far away from Caprock Hotel, where the wild prairie wind has the speed on its signs. Took us full of dollars, now a head full of dimes. Small Texas town lives and dies with the times. In the shadow of Caprock Hotel. In the shadow of Caprock Hotel.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, Phil, Is that how he used to play it?
I'm sorry?
Is that how he used to play it?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Thanks, Larry, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Larry,
Okay.
John wants you to get in touch with him before this thing ends, okay?
Y'all can send chats back and forth to each other, you know, while the music's going if you want. Okay, so that takes us to Mr. John Williams and your wonderful music. So we're looking forward to hearing what you have to play tonight.
Excellent. That sound all right? Just nod if that's okay. This is a new device. So my daughter was home this week from Denver, and she and my son and I sat down and we're telling LD stories this week, and this sort of dripped out of that. Well, sorry, LD, we can't let you go quietly. Your well was so deep, your road was so long. You were the hub that held us all together. So we're sending you on with a whole bunch of songs. Hot summer nights underneath the gazebo, bad banjo jokes in the Van Alstyne Square. Whenever we're out among folk songs and guitars, some little part of you's bound to be there. So sorry, LD, we can't let you go quietly. Your well was so deep, your road was so long. You were the hub that held us all together. So we're sending you on with a whole bunch of songs. So many songs in those books that you carried. We love to listen and our hearts hear them still. You made us smile even when you were moaning about your high standards and low social skills. Well, clearly we all know that our days are numbered. Sweet as they are, there are never enough. But you showed us how we can meet them with mischief. If this was the rapture, can I have your stuff? So sorry, LD, we didn't let you go quietly. Your work was too loose and the road was too long. You were the hub that held us all together. So we're sending you on with a whole bunch of songs. You were the hub that held us all together. So we're sending you on with a night full of songs. We're from the part of the ensemble.
Oh, love it, love it. Oh, that's awesome.
He would like that too.
He would. He would. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yes, LD had a very low seriousness tolerance.
Did he really? Oh, well, guess, especially whenever we started singing too many sad songs. Oh, boy. They used to get bad. Okay, Laura, are you ready? Laura?
Hey, girl.
Okay. I can't get you unmuted.
Muted.
There.
You join the party here, Molly?
Are you unmuted? Oh.
I unmuted.
Sound technicians and the other, there you go, there you go. Okay. Sound technician had to go slosh it around in the wine bucket. Okie doke. Laura? We're looking forward.
So this song is called Sing Along With Me. Oh, sing along with me. Join together in song. Voices in harmony, sing along. Oh, sing along with me. When times are so precious and your spirits are so low and your nerves are all shattered, your mood does do and go. Oh, you sing along with me. Join together in song. Voices in harmony, sing along with me. Sing along with me. When you sit alone one day, after a dear one has departed, you face an empty chair, somber and broken hearted. Well, sing along with me. Oh, sing along with me. Join together in song. Voices in harmony, sing along with me. Oh, sing along with me. When age leaves its mark and youth flies out of the window, gray hairs with wrinkles and your eyes are bound, but your eyes sparkle and you can sing along with me. Join together in song. Voices in harmony, sing along with me. Sing along with me. Well, music is our solace, so get out your guitar or your banjo, raise your voice and sing out clearly. Melodies flow wherever you are. You can sing along with me. Join together in song. Voices roll out in harmony. Oh, sing along with me. Life is a harmony. Sing along with me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's a good one.
Very
I'm
fitting.
loving these. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what everything's all about, is enjoying the music and sharing it with each other. And
Yes.
it's the best way to spend an evening.
It
So
is.
thank you so very much, Laura. That's a good one.
You're welcome.
I almost wanted to sing along with you, but
You-
I was quiet.
You can sing along with me.
Yeah, as long as I'm muted. Okay, so now we go to Mr. Steve Brooks. Are you ready to go, sir?
I'm ready.
Good. Bring us a wonderful song, just like you know.
Well, I thought this might be a nice one to play for Dean. I wrote a couple years ago about why I write songs, and now it's also about what songs are doing for me while I'm sheltering in place. When my world is closing in, got a place to get out of the wind, where it's easy to be in harmony, and I know just where I can stand, 'cause I made it with my own hands. When everything else is wrong, I go climbing inside the song, and it feels like I've never been gone. No more am I living alone, 'cause the song is my home. The song is my home. Every word I've cut to fit, so my heart has a place to sit. There's colors to see in the melody, and the pictures upon the shelves, with the stories they have to tell. When everything else is wrong, I go climbing inside the song, and it feels like I've never been gone. No more am I living alone, 'cause the song is my home. The song is my home. Now if you can excuse my mess, come on in, you can be my guest. 'Cause there's plenty empty rooms to be getting yourself in tune. Doesn't matter to me how you find your key, 'cause my work isn't really through till the song is home for you. When everything else is wrong, I go climbing inside the song, and it feels like I've never been gone. No more am I living alone, 'cause the song is my home. The song is my home. The song is my home. The song is my
Oh, yeah, that is good. Is that on your new CD or?
Yes, that is. Will be on my new CD.
Okay, we'll be on the new one. Okay.
Hey,
Good.
Steve, you just jogged my memory. I remember that one time at Larry's house when you showed up for one of his circles.
Ah.
Remember that?
Somewhere
in here I got pictures, but I
I
don't
was
know.
sitting there with Larry that time.
I think you were.
3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered my brain, you know.
Wow. Good to know our brains are still working, Bill.
You know that. You know that.
So very, very true. Okie doke. Mr. Phil, you are up next, sir. Unmute, unmute, unmute. There you go.
Is that working now?
You gotcha.
Okay. I've been vacillating between songs, but this one I wrote long before I met Larry.
Oh.
And the first time I actually played it publicly was when Craig Fortenberry invited me down to the coffee house down in Van Alstyne. And John was there and Larry was there, lots of other folks. And I don't think I did it very well at the time. Hell, I may not do it very well right now. Rose grows in Texas. Wild rose of Texas makes me cry. Five-petal flower grows by the tree line, makes me sigh. Dew on the petals remind me of teardrops shed at some thoughtless refrain. And every springtime I say I'll take time to go see that rose bloom again. Childhood sweetheart returns to my mind every time I'm feeling some pain. I guess it's just natural to find some kind refuge, keep you from going insane. When I've been drinking, I can't help thinking somehow it's all been in vain. Rose grows in Texas, a wild rose of Texas makes me cry. You only get one chance to do your own dance. It's lost to the wind and the fire. Rose only blooms once, then gives up its flower like a love song begun with a lie. I can't help feeling that some of you listening have seen someone waving goodbye. Rose grows in Texas, wild rose of Texas makes me sigh. I think of times gone by with some kind forgiveness, clouds hiding pain. I can see the light clearly, and the rose that blooms yearly restores my faith once again. Rose grows in Texas, wild rose of Texas makes me cry. Rose grows in Texas, wild rose of Texas, but damn, I wish I could see his face again.
Every time you play that. Oh, I love that song.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, beautiful.
Okay.
Sounded good. It just makes me want to not play anything else. I just.
Oh, come on, John.
Well,
Come
you
on.
your song, John.
It's a great song, though. I love that song.
I do.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous. Oh, okie dokie. We go to Diane and John. Are y'all performing together, or since I don't know you?
Together.
Yeah, we unmuted.
Yeah, good. We've got duets now. Wonderful. We're so glad that you're with us. Okie dokie. We're all shutting up so we can hear your song.
This is a song that we've sung for many people in the Folk Music Society who transitioned or died. And if anybody wants to sing along, just stay muted and sing along. Oft I say, oh my friends, when days go hand I see, but when I am cold, who will sing for me? I want come to cross that silent sea, who will sing for me when my friends all gather round and they look down on me? Will they turn and walk away, or will they sing for me? I wonder who will sing for me when I'm called to cross that silent sea. Who will sing for me? So I'll sing until the end, helpful try to be. Rest assured that in the end, then some friends will sing for me. I wonder who will sing for me when I'm called to cross that silent sea. Who will sing one song for me? Do the chorus again. I wonder who will sing for me when I'm called to cross that silent sea. Who will sing for me?
Yeah,
Yay, John and Diane.
that's easy to sing with. That's good. That's a good one.
Golly, haven't seen them since March. That was our last meeting.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow.
We should zoom the Dallas Folk Music Society like this.
It works. I'm going to be setting up the my circle again once I get the hang of this stuff, and probably going to start it next month. I think maybe if I can get things going again by then. But and that way you don't have to be in Sherman Denison to attend.
Well, that's why I wanted everybody to share their emails with each other,
Yeah.
so we would all be able to be on the list and all be able to sing together on Zoom again.
I wrote you down already. Thank you. I appreciate that, because yeah, that way we can all get in touch. And if you guys, anybody's not performing or involved with another group, when one of us has a Zoom circle, we can just all join in together. Sounds good to me. Okay, so we have got Julie. Julie, you're on my other screen. Are you there? Julie? Julie?
I don't have a voice tonight. I'm not going to perform.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I thought you were going to perform, but I will take out of the list then. And Mary Lou is not singing. So we will go to Don Terry next. Don, where'd you go? Don? Don Terry? I guess he must have left the... Don? You're not on my list anymore. Okay. Amy? Amy Kaufman? She walked away too. I don't know. Marla, are you going to do anything? Marla? No? Okay. Okay, I've got you. All right. So I guess that brings us to the end. Amy? Yep, she's not back at her desk or wherever she is. Okay, so we will start back over unless y'all are ready to take a break and just everybody talk.
Are you doing a song?
I'm going to do very limited. My voice is not up to normal, and I really have a problem trying to get, since I don't have you guys to play for me. You know, it just doesn't work. Yeah. I've got my tracks, but some of them are not always working too good. So, yeah, I can try one. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try one. Okay, I'll try. Let's see, where is it now?
Share to share the audio.
Don't we?
Yeah, hit screen share. Just click on screen share.
Okay.
And hit advanced.
Yeah.
And
we did, didn't we?
Hit it again. Just
okay.
I think, and then hit.
Okay, share. Okay. All righty. We'll do it that way then and see if that works this time. Okay. So my songs are very limited because I don't have you guys to play. But this is not quite a folky song, but it's close enough. Little thing from the Mamas and the Papas. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk, winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. If I was in LA, California dreaming on such a winter's day. I've been hurt, I've passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees and I began to pray. Oh, the preacher likes the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. I didn't bring my tambourine. I could have played it tonight. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. If I didn't tell him, I could leave today. California dreaming on such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Not quite my favorite. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice.
It's a little difficult to do this with all this stuff. So now we're going to go back up to the top. Julie? There you are. Are you ready again?
She's muted.
I'm trying to unmute you.
She's getting up.
Oh, Julie has to do it. Julie? She's
I think
checking her sound a minute. Okay.
I
Now
had to
she's
give you
back.
permission to unmute.
Yep,
Go figure.
you're there. We'll enjoy this one.
Well, Larry was always trying to get me to come up to Van Alstyne to his circles, but it was Thursday nights and I was working and I just thought, no, I can't do it. I should have went with Bill a few times though, but, and I probably sold him a few desserts at the coffee house. I'm the diva of desserts at Uncle Calvin's coffee house. Of course, when he came back, when we hadn't seen him for a long time and he came back, he said, do you recognize me? And I said, yeah, sort of. And he said, I'm Larry. And I was like, hey, he had lost a lot of weight. So after that, I don't think he bought too many desserts from me. But anyway, wasn't planning on doing 2 songs, but I thought, well, okay, I'll pick out an easy one. And you can't go wrong with a John Denver song. So here goes. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is break and it's early morn. The taxi's wait, he's blown his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you and close your eyes. I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to
Now, you can't miss with John Denver.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much, Julie. Yeah, we like those good
Thanks.
songs.
I believe you
Yeah,
did
me
that in
too.
Dadgad too, didn't you?
Yeah, thanks to Bill. I played in Dadgad. I used a partial capo, so
That's what
thank
I
you,
do.
Bill.
That you're welcome.
Oh boy, you've been a teacher again, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh
all,
yeah.
all my life.
Yep, that you are. Okie dokie, Mr. Bill, you're up next.
You need to start thinking about a Harry Chapin song. I won't do it now, but you need a Harry Chapin song, I think, don't you?
I sure hope so.
Well, other than I don't really want to do Circle tonight, but anything else.
No, I don't want to do Circle.
Okay, good. You think?
Okay. All right, I'll send it to you.
Okay, sounds good. This is an old Kate Wolf song I've just started playing, and I just love this song. So, and I know you all know it, and you can all sing along. Kind friends all gathered round, there's something I would say. What brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are as family and loneliness can hide. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. I learned to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, though I never did know how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire, it's planted like a seed. And love can't give you everything, but it gives you what you need. And love comes when you're ready, love comes when you're afraid. It'll be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. One more time. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
Yay.
That is what we all need to do, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We all need to give ourselves to love. It sure does make a difference after all of the stuff we listen to all the time now.
You know that.
Mm-hmm. All right. We are ready for a duet?
Okay. Well, the first song I sang was I'll Never Find Another You. It was how I feel about LD. But now I'm going to sing a song that's about who LD is. And the final words are, he's just got to find another place to play. So I'm sure he may already be in a heaven circle. So this is about LD. By the way, one of the things that's great about Zoom is you can change instruments. I got 2 guitars here. I've never carried 2 guitars to a hoot. It's just too much trouble. Okay, just thought I'd throw that in. Who draws a crowd and plays so loud, baby? It's the guitar man. Who's gonna steal the show? You know, baby, it's the guitar man. He can make you love, he can make you cry. He will bring you down and he'll get you high. Something keeps him going miles and miles a day to find another place to play. Night after night, who treats you right? Baby, it's a guitar man.
Yes.
Who's on the radio? You go listen to the guitar man. When he comes to town and you see his face, and you think you might like to take his place. Something keeps him going miles and miles a day to find another place to play. Then you listen to the music and you like to sing along, and you want to get the meaning out of each and every song, and you find yourself a message and some words to call your own and take them home. Night after night, who treats you right? Baby, it's the guitar man. Who's on the radio? You go listen to the guitar man. When he comes to town and you see his face, and you think that you might like to take his place. Something keeps him going miles and miles a day to find another place to play. Then the lights begin to flicker and the sound is getting dim, and the voice begins to falter and the crowds are getting thin, but he never seems to notice. He's just got to find another place to play. Another place.
LD. That is LD. Guitar man, uh-huh. And I'm sure he has found several places to play already this week. Oh, he did love to play music, and I'm so glad that he did. Okay, let's go on to Mr. Larry Martin. There you are, dear.
All right, well, these have been absolutely beautiful songs, and so I'm going to just throw the wrench in the works here of the sublime to the ridiculous, but it's eco honky tonk, and the eco part was near and dear to Larry's heart. We actually did gosh, it was probably 20 years ago, we played at at an Earth Day celebration in Dallas. So, song called Boots on the Ground. Well, I'm not wood for falling to the arms of nostalgia, but when that moon turns blue, well, darling, so do I. You may think of me as the one that never called you, but I can't turn back the clock on those years that passed us by. Well, now storm clouds were rising. I could see them in your eyes. But the weather that I knew was painting someone else's skies. So arguments, politics put stones into our path. But I never grabbed a pencil so I could do the math. But I miss how your eyes shone and sound of a dial tone. You could trust the water and it was a joy to fly. Back when we tended to let nature take her course, and boots on the ground meant that you come off your horse. Well, now, Devil's gone down. Take that place, but happy hour at Applebee's at home that brings me down. Well, there's avatars and chat rooms, oh, the ones who wander. But I'll raise a glass in honor of lost honky-tonk on Trump Road. Well, I miss how your eyes shone and the sound of a dial tone. You could trust the water, it was a joy to fly. Back when we tended to let nature take a course, and boots on the ground meant that you come off your horse. And boots on the ground meant that you come off your horse. Boots on the ground meant that you come off your horse.
Great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
2001.
Uh-huh.
Nice job. Hello, everybody.
Okay, we've got some new people that have not been in the list yet. So let's get your names. Are you wanting to perform?
Nope.
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 Gwen?
I'm Gwen, and no, thank you. I'm not a performer. I'm a friend of Phil Hartman.
Okay. Oh, okay. Good.
Thank
We're
you.
glad you're with us.
My screen just went to 4 people.
What?
That's
My
weird.
screen just went to 4 people instead of me in the corner and.
Add your participants back. I don't know.
That's
I didn't do anything.
No, what I did.
Decker came in. Kenny Decker came in.
It was me.
It was Kenny.
Oh, okay.
I touched the wrong button.
There you are.
And you're not gonna play tonight?
No, I got some bronchitis. I just wanted to
Okay.
pay my respects and listen.
Okie dokie. Well, we're glad you at least joined in with us. Amy, are you there? Amy Kaufman? No, I guess not. Amy? Oh, okay. All right. We'll go back to our regular list then and get back to Mr. John. Where are you, John Williams?
I'm right here.
All right.
Got
You're
me?
up again, sir. You got another brand new one for us?
No, this is an old one, but it's a good one. It's one that Phil requested, so I'll do this now so that he doesn't come get me. Or if he does, it'll be for something else.
Hey, if he comes and gets you, then y'all have to play music till the wee hours.
That'll be all right. Wouldn't be the first time, Phil.
Invite me.
Hey, well, that's all right.
Okay, John.
Yeah,
you
but
got
looking
it.
down at this, looks to me, Phil, like I wrote this in September of 2000.
Yeah, likely.
Well, it's Wednesday night and you feel all right, but you don't know what to do. If you head on down to the coffee grounds, you'll find the music crew playing country folk and gospel songs, acoustic everyone. You can grab a seat and tap your feet and you're bound to have some fun. Going down to old Van Alstyne to play my guitar there. Along the old Red River, there is music in the air. Tonight in old Van Alstyne, it's the Wednesday music crew. Good old girls and boys out making noise for the folks to listen to. Well, it's friends you've known for half your life, and it's some you met today. They don't show up just to bring a cup, they've all come out to play. Playing chords and rhymes from bygone times that you think you've heard before. We'll play all night till they kill the lights and shove us out the door. I'm going down to old Van Alstyne, play my guitar there. Along the old Red River, there is music in the air. Tonight in old Van Alstyne, it's the Wednesday music crew. Good old girls and boys out making noise for the folks to listen to. Well, it's frets and strings and someone sings a song you used to know. It's wooden wires and angel choirs with no place left to go. It's preachers, teachers, and grandpas too. It's kids and engineers. Don't care what they are when they leave their car. They're troubadours in here. I'm going down to old Van Alstyne to play my guitar there. Along the old Red River, there is music in the air. Tonight in old Van Alstyne, it's the Wednesday music crew. Good old girls and boys out making noise for the folks to listen to. Good old girls and boys out making noise for the ghosts to listen to. That's the story of the RRAMS.
Yeah, that's
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Ah, God, I wish I'd never missed those. Oh.
Yeah, we complained a lot that you weren't there, Jan, but it's all
No,
right.
you didn't. I wasn't here yet. You never knew me at the time.
So you really missed it.
I really missed it. I was in a Celtic world at the time. So let's see. We are going next to Miss Laura. Laura, you ready for another one? Laura, unmute.
Okay.
There you are. There you are. Okie dokie.
All right, here I go.
Thank you.
Gulf Coast Highway. He worked the rail. He worked the rice field with a cool dark well. He worked the old rig in the Gulf of Mexico. The only thing we ever had is this old house here by the road. And when he dies, he says he'll cut some blackbirds and we will fly away to heaven. Come some sweet bluebonnet spring. She walked through springtime when I was home. The days were sweet and the nights were warm. The seasons changed, the jobs would come, the flowers fade, and this old house felt so alone when the world took me away. When they die, she said, he'll catch some blackbird's wings, and she will fly away to heaven from some sweet bluebonnet spring. Highway 90, the jobs are gone. We tend our garden, we set the sun. This is the only place on earth bluebonnets grow, and once a year they come and go at this old house here by the road. And when we die, we say we'll catch some blackbirds' wings, and we will fly away to heaven from some sweet bluebonnet spring. When we die, we say we'll catch some blackbirds' wings, and we will fly away together from some sweet bluebonnet spring.
Very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a
LD once said that he would like to have that played at his funeral.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful.
Oh my God.
I knew he liked it.
Yeah. Mm. Well, he did. Okay. So that sounds pretty good. And we're going to Mr. Steve Brooks again. So Steve, what you got for us?
Oh, this is a song I think of when I think of LD, just because he was so good at being a friend. And when you're all muted, this is an easy song to sing along with. When you're down and trouble and you need some love and care, and nothing, no, nothing is going right. Hold your hand together, soon I will be there, brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. When the sky above you soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I've come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Now ain't it good to know you got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you, they'll desert you, they'll steal your soul if you let them. Don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I've come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend?
All right.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's always a good one. That's a goody, goody, goody. Okie dokie. Thank you, Steve. And we're on to Mr. Phil. I guess you're on my other side. Where are you, Phil? There you are, sweetie.
Well, I had to unmute.
Unmute, yes. What you
Yeah,
gonna
well,
do for us?
That's not difficult for me.
Yeah, I never would have guessed. Are you gonna do my favorite tonight sometime?
No, well, maybe. But I'm
Okay.
gonna do this first because it's I think it's appropriate anyway.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. It's a sag in the timbers of an abandoned line shack. The conspicuous hump of a gray woman's back. The weeds in the rails of the Burlington track. So knowing that yesterday can never come back. Like a windmill that's harnessed the breeze for years, till the gusts and the rust have ruined all its gears. This faded out map from the steel rail still shown. It's a well-worn old riding horse that some kids forlorn. It's time's hand in your pocket, taking all that you own. It's a free old town courthouse left to stand all alone. It's the age of the cowboy when there's no old West left. Where we go from here, boys, is anyone's guess, I guess. It's a horse revelation that your beauty will spoil. It's a wildcatter's nightmare that there is no more oil. It's
It's the hills and the prairies dissected with roads. It's the future, the damn future. It's the ill wind that bodes. It's time's hand in your pocket, taking all that you own. Gambler's tired eyes when his last card is thrown. Age of the cowboy when there's no west left. Where do we go from here, boys? Is anyone's guess? I guess. The old mountain man has seen his last first frost. The dried up old poet, he knows his last rhyme has flowed. I don't believe the things just live to die. But I don't think I'll ever understand why. It's time's hand in your pocket, taking all that you own. Like the wave robs the shoreline and the wind cars the stone. Age of the cowboy when there's no more cold west left. Where we go from here, boys? Where the hell are we, boys? What do we do now, boys? Is anyone's guess? I sure hate to guess.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Sweet.
Oh boy.
Little Max Stalling. I wish I'd written that.
Yeah, yep. But it's a good one.
You sang
Even
it
if you
well.
didn't.
Who's gonna play Walking in the Middle of the Road?
I'd love to hear somebody do Walking Down the Middle of the Road.
Not me.
Not me either.
Mm-mm. Hey,
Does
Diane,
anyone have the lyrics to Up in the Rapture?
Well, we're going to play that in just a minute.
Who has those?
The
Yeah, we're
Raptures
going
are
to play it in a minute.
his.
Yeah, but we want them in writing so we can play it later. I can't write that fast.
It's on YouTube.
His son Cord has them, and you could, I don't know, he's on LD's Facebook page, and you could probably contact him and say, hey, look in his songbook and please send me these lyrics. And he would be probably honored.
Yeah, then you'd have to say which songbook.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah. Okie dokie. How about if we head on to Diane and John?
Well,
and
lovely. I would like to say something first. John, well, I met LD when he first came to the Dallas Unitarian Church, and it was when he still called himself Larry. And he
need to turn up your volume, Diane.
Oh, I don't know how. I don't know how to turn up my volume, dear. Is it better now? Is it better now? I'm a little closer. Anyway, we used to talk I used to sell the books in the book cart at the Unitarian Church, and he used to come and talk to me about what books he liked and buy books from me.
So I was really surprised when I saw him later at the Dallas Folk Music Society, and his name was still Larry. And so he told me after he changed his name to LD that only his sister got to call him Larry. Nobody else could. And I kept making that mistake, but he forgave me, I think. So this is for Larry and LD. And it's All My Life's a Circle. And it's in the key of C if anybody wants to play and sing along. It's a Harry Chapin song. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, still I wonder why. Seasons spinning round again, years keep rolling by. Seems like I've been here before, I can't remember when. I get this funny feeling we'll all be together again. No straight lines make up my life, all my roads have bends. No clear-cut beginnings, so far no dead ends. 'Cause all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, still I wonder why. Seasons spinning round again, years keep rolling by. I've met you 1,000 times, I guess you've done the same. Then we lose each other just like a children's game. But now I find you here again, the thought runs through my mind. Our love is like a circle, let's go round one more time. 'Cause all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, still I wonder why. Seasons spinning round again, years keep rolling by, and the years keep on rolling by. And that's how I feel about, that's one I want at my memorial service.
Yeah.
Life and death.
We love Harry, don't we? We love Harry. Okay. So I guess I am up. And okay, let me pull this up here. I got one little short one, and then we'll probably have us a rapture. Okay, Jim? Okay, after this one. If it'll work. Been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been put down, I've been put down. When will I be loved? When I find my new man that I want for mine, he always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been made, I've been lied. When will I be loved? When I find my new man that I want for mine, it always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. Oh, Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. How about time for one of our favorite songs of all time? If Mr. Jim could cue this up, and then we'll take us a break and do some story sharing.
Well, here we go. I wrote this song after pulling up behind a car. Actually, it's a big black Mercedes at a stoplight. And there was this bumper sticker on the back, which caught my attention because you usually don't see bumper stickers on cars that expensive. In any case, it inspired this song. And I'm going to call it Rapture. And it goes something like this. At a traffic light I read on the bumper up ahead the opinion of the driver, what will happen when he's dead, was put there as a warning that the car would be unmanned when on that fateful morning God would enact his plan. The chorus goes like this. Oh, when you're in heaven or on some distant star, when you go up in the rapture, can I have your car when you fly through the sky, all in the above? When you go up in the rapture, can I have your star? Oh, the sky will open up and the chosen will arise, shed their earthly trappings and float up through the skies. They'll leave everything behind, including all their clothes. Naked as a jaybird, they'll meet the Holy Ghost. Oh, when you're in heaven or on some distant star, when you go up in the rapture, can I have your car when you fly through the sky, all in the above? When you go up in the rapture, can I have your star? All good Christians, so they say, will be raised up on that day, while all us sinners here will stay with Beelzebub. While you play your harp or lute, sitting in your birthday suit, all us sinners will stay here and in your memory raise a beer. Oh, when you're in heaven or on some distant star, when you go up in the rapture, can I have your car when you fly through the sky, all in the above? When you go up in the rapture, can I have your star? Maybe you won't make the cut and find the pearly gates are shut, 'cause you raised your middle finger up at that guy who cut you off. Not a Christian attitude, in fact the gesture was quite rude. You better hope God's in the mood to forgive your road rage sin. Oh, when you're in heaven, on some distant star, when you go up in the rapture, can I have your car when you fly through the sky, all in the above? When you go up in the rapture, can I have your star? On that day when all time ends, I'd rather be here with my friends. I'm pretty sure that none of them will be among the ones called up. When you're in heaven or on some distant star, when you go up in the rapture, can I have your car when you fly through the sky, all in the above? When you go up in the rapture, can I have your star?
It'll come back. Okay, so who wants to start off with an LD story?
I don't have an LD story, but my body has stood and sat and driven as much as it can today. So it was wonderful to hear you all and see you all, but I need to go.
Okay, well, we'll miss you. Thanks so much for being with us.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Okay. So who's next?
I'll go, I guess.
Okay, Bill.
Every time I was at Larry's house, in Alstyne, he had dogs and cats all over the place, and some of them were relatively vicious seeming. And a lot of times he would apologize for them, but he was the guy that went out and tried to save the world of pets, and he did that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
His house was pretty interesting. It's kind of a flat house. It was a one story, and we basically sat in the living room and listened to the floor creak every once in a while. And the kitchen was right over here on the side, and he usually had pizza there, at least for most of the times I was there. But he would get the circle started, and then he would go into one of his songs, and we'd all just kind of look at each other sometimes. I know Phil looked at himself a few times, trying to figure out what is coming. But most of the time, he sat behind that big holder of his guitars, and he always played the biggest guitars because he was the biggest guy in the room most of the time. Later on in his life, he got into riding bikes, and his bike riding was legendary for a long time. I know he lost a lot of weight, and he looked great. The last time I saw him, he and Phil came to Uncle Calvin's for a show. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Josh White Jr. I'm not sure, but anyway, it was always good to see him. I never really did get to RRAMS either, but I sure wanted to. I wanted to get downtown in the gazebo there, but never made it there. So I got more to say about him, but I can't think of it right now. So that's what I'll say.
Thanks a bunch, Bill. I want to say this real quick before anybody else leaves. I will be starting my music circle, and I do either a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday night. I don't know for sure when, where, or how, because anybody that's interested in being part of a Zoom circle coming up soon, we will all take a vote as to what's the most logical time to do it. So I have my email on here for y'all, and if you're interested in being in the circle, give me a holler, and we'll be adding you to the list of folks. So I'm really enjoying all of these. Who wants to tell an LD story next? Don't all talk at once.
I will.
Yay, Larry.
I was lucky enough to be teaching in Van Alstyne when the first flyers went up around town that there was going to be a folk music hootenanny at the local coffee shop that had opened up. And that's how I got in to RRAMS. And there were days that, a number of y'all have articulated that it was sometimes, tough on a work night or a school night to and there were days that Larry would come in and kind of look frazzled. And at the end of all those times that we played, he always looked up. If he'd come in frazzled, he said, I almost didn't make it tonight. I really thought about just blowing it off. And I dragged myself there. And he said, every time I've come to play music, I've left feeling better than I was when I got here. And I've always thought that was such a great testament to the power of music and sometimes dragging your butt into the jam. So.
Well, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
I'd like to.
we can.
Yep, we can.
Who's up?
You are. We were muted.
I don't know. I don't know, but I've known Larry for over 20 years, and
he was a constant source of consternation and and joy. He would come to my house. I would go to his, and I met him at the jam at the coffee house, and then from there it evolved to the gazebo, and it evolved to the American Legion coffee house, and to various houses, and to, especially when it was raining or snowing or freezing or really, really, really hot, we would go someplace else. But he was always upbeat about it, and it always made me feel like, I don't know, I was glad to be there, and he was glad to be there, and it seems like everybody who was there was glad to be there. And I'm going to miss him so much. I already miss him so much. Anyway, he was a great friend.
He was. And all I can do is say how thrilled I was. LD was one of the first of the musicians when I started my music circle, Chalice Circle, with RRUU here in Denison. And he was there every time. I can't remember, but maybe once that he didn't come. And then after I left RRUU and started it on my own, and he was just always there. His music was the mainstay. He brought all these wonderful people into my life that I'm so grateful. And it's been a pretty rough year, but we'll always remember the fun times, the great music. Everything about him was just pretty unbelievable sometimes. Of course, sometimes he would put me in my place, especially, yes, Marla, every time I brought out my tambourine, I definitely got in trouble. So he hated tambourines. I had to go find other percussion I could play. So, but he was quite a character, and he is definitely missed. And
Didn't he have a
enjoying this? Huh?
Did he have a banjo?
Oh gosh, yes.
Because I remember at the Dallas Folk Music Society,
He had like 3 or 4 banjos.
Yeah, we would give him trouble when he brought his banjo out.
Oh yeah. He had to do banjo jokes.
With good reason, too.
Yes, very good reason. At least he didn't play accordion.
Well, no, you know what perfect pitch is, right?
I do.
That's when you throw a banjo in the dumpster and it hits the accordion.
That's right. Oh, he loved that one. He loved that. Oh, he loved jokes. He was so full of knowledge. It was amazing. And
One of his old banjos is right here in my music room.
There you go.
I think John
Really?
would like to say something if you let him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Started out with banjo, at least in the time I knew him, and then he was playing a banjo strung as a guitar. But what I remember is the first time I ever really got to be good friends with him, he had come to a hoot, and during the break, we were just all standing around talking to each other, and he had his banjo on the bottom, the drum of the banjo was touching the floor, and he's just resting his hands on top of the tuning head. And one of the strings, springing out from where it shouldn't have been, pricked him in the finger. He said, "Wow," and threw his hands up. And banjo just fell like a tree. Anyway, the banjo just fell like a tree, and when it hit the ground, it popped the head clean off the neck. And it did it so cleanly that I looked at it and said, Larry, I can put that back together for you. I love to repair musical instruments.
You sure do.
And we did. It was painted black, which made the job a little easier, because the hardest part of wood is finishing it, not repairing it, but getting the pretty color back.
I actually remember that, John, and remember him extolling your virtues of repair.
He's good.
Well, it did do an episode. I put blind pigging through the back of the head so that nothing came out the front, and it glued up perfectly. And then I got it a polished black finish on top of it, and it looked like it'd never been broken. But that was the beginnings of my friendship with him.
Do you have guitar?
I wanted to add, Larry was the president of the Unitarian Church of Dallas for a while, in case y'all didn't know that. I think that was before, well before he moved to Van Alstyne, before he moved, out. It may have even been before he got divorced, I don't know, because I do remember him talking about his child. So we've been knowing him a long time, and we're going to miss him a whole lot.
Can I say something? I knew Larry at First Unitarian Church too. He was active with the Social Action Committee back around 2000, maybe early. At least that's the last time he was there, I guess. And as I remember, when I first met him, he had not played any music. I may be wrong, but that was my impression, that he had not even picked up an instrument. And as far as I know, he's mostly self-taught. He hadn't written a song, but I think he started coming to the folk music before he ever played. You remember that, Diane?
Yeah, I think so.
I remember it.
So he accomplished a whole lot with music.
He started out with the banjo, as I recall.
Well, that makes me feel bad because I've had a guitar since I was 10 years old.
Well, it shows.
Yeah, and you're good at it too.
Yeah.
I think you're a better guitar player than he was a banjo player, though.
There you go.
Well,
good save, huh?
I remember in his early days, every song he sang, the banjo sounded just about the same.
Yeah.
Then as he got better and better, he began to get some variety, and both in picking styles and in rhythms.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know how he got to his own tuning? No.
No.
Well, he told me that that Keith Richards not only took one of the strings off the guitar that he played, but he also had it in banjo tuning, which is open G.
Yeah.
And so he said, well, hell, if it's good enough for Keith Richards, it's good enough for me.
Okay. Because we were always trying to, in the Dallas Folk Music Society, we mostly play in a circle. So the etiquette is you name the key that you're playing the song in. And then anybody else that knows the song is invited to jam along. And we would kind of say, okay, so what's the real key you're playing in? Fiddling over on the side, trying to catch up with him.
But it suited his voice.
Oh, boy. Well, and he did a lot of, cool open G kind of chords.
And the songs that he wrote, and as well as the songs he sang, all suited his voice just perfectly.
And he made us laugh and laugh and laugh, and he laughed at himself, and he made us laugh at ourselves, and it was just very grand.
I recall that on his music stand, he kept a songbook, and he must have sung from his own songbook.
Yeah.
He had at least 2 songbooks, maybe 3, and he always would bring 2 to the jams at Jan's house. And he wouldn't necessarily recall the words unless he had the songbook open, but he also would not even recall the number of songs he knew unless he went back through, or he would be planning ahead when we were going around the circle to figure out what song he wanted to do next.
So if anyone could get a hold of that, wouldn't it be fun for us to learn his songs and have an LD song jam?
I think that's a great idea, Joette.
Phil, did you have a copy of his songbook? Because you both had songs.
That's actually one of the things I thought about. I don't know. Shortly after he died, I thought, I don't want his songs to die, and I have not reached out to his son Cord, but I will.
And if you could get a hold of the songbooks, I can make copies of everything at my office. I could even scan them to myself and put them all into a PDF so they could be shared.
Okay.
That would be easy to do.
That would be nice.
Actually, I invited Cord to this, but I don't know if he's here or not. But anyway, I'll ask him, and see where it goes from there.
The biggest thing about the PDFs, though, is you're going to have 2 books about yay thick. I mean,
he's got
1.5 inches, 2 inches thick.
Oh,
But I
he's
can
got
do 'em,
one book that's like 3 inches thick, and he's got 2 others.
Yeah.
I mean, it could take some time, but they could be separated out into individual songs.
Bless you for taking that on, because there's a lot there.
We'll see how much time I have to devote to that. I may turn it over to somebody else to do.
Well, or here's the thing: we don't know, and we've never heard every single song he wrote. I think it would be pretty easy to get out the familiar songs, scan those. Rapture's at the top of my list. There were a couple relationship songs he did that were really something I can't recall. So you don't have to do 5 inches of paper for everybody he knows.
Yeah, the majority of it's not his own songs that are in his books. A lot of it is other people's music that he had copies of. But certainly just pulling out the ones that he wrote, we could easily.
Well, like mine, I have a very small book with my songs in it.
Well, you know,
I kind of think that perhaps that could be the case with him as well.
What
I don't know.
You could give us the titles of the ones that are in his book, and then we could look them up ourselves that are not his own songs. That would keep you from having to do all those extra ones.
Sure. And there are videos on YouTube if you search his name. So I know, yeah, Rapture is on.
I'm not sure his family knows that, because they want any kinds of copies of him singing, because they had asked him to do that for them, and he hadn't mastered the technology.
Yeah, and we had suggested it to him at church too, because he was really scared of coronavirus and staying isolated, not getting out, and so we had suggested that he start doing Facebook Live and putting music out there just for a way to connecting with people. It took him a long time to figure out the technology of joining in our Zoom meetings for church and being able to watch the services and things like that.
He hated technology.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
True Luddite.
I do want to tell a funny story about LD, because I met him when, I guess around the time he moved to Van Alstyne. My mom, Mary Lou Hoffman, had referred him to come up to Red River UU and gave him my name, so we became friends right at that time. And I don't even remember how many years ago that was, but we've been, our church is more than 25 years old, and he'd been there for most of those years. But he would always talk about all the animals he had, but he would say that they weren't really his pets, that he was just taking care of them until he found homes for them. And so I would always tell him, If they have a name, they're yours. If you're feeding them, they're yours. Our standing joke.
You want to know.
Yeah.
Well, I know that he really missed Roxanne. And when Martina died, he just never got over that.
Yeah, he loved his animals.
Well, we found Martina in Dallas on Martin Luther King Day. And she just jumped right in the car.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
It might even have been on Martin Luther King Boulevard. I don't remember. He told so many stories, you can't.
Who knows what story?
Yeah. Sometimes you couldn't ascribe a lot of credence to what he said, but they were always funny.
He never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yes.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Jan, you want to take back over?
Everybody about ready?
Are we ready to start a round on the music? Jan's going to take her seat back. I'm going to move back to the other room.
Bye, Amy. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes,
Miss you, John.
Okay.
Well, we can do this again.
Okay.
At least we're able to be in touch with everybody and have a time together and to share the music. So,
yeah. Yes.
And Julie walked away. Julie, are you going to sing another one?
Well, I guess I could. Let me get my setup.
I request any Bill Stain song.
Oh, well.
Okay, so everybody mute yourselves.
I'm going to bid everyone good night here. It's been lovely to listen to you and share songs and stories with you. And I sure will miss LD. And Jan, you're muted, by the way. So
That's right. Thank you for being part of this tribute. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us and sharing your music with us. And so hopefully you'll be able to join some of the other things that we start doing on down the road. But a little plug, maybe. Do you want to plug?
Well, I suspect that the Limelighter show is not actually going to happen, but I won't know that for a few more days till after.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, keep your eyes open.
We'll do it next year, and y'all will all have plenty of notice.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Take care, buddy.
Take care. We miss you, and thank you so much for being with us.
Good night.
Don't have to say safe home. Good night.
Well, sorry, Diane, this isn't Bill Staines, but this is what's on the top of the stack, so we will do this one. And this is called Beautiful Dawn. Let's see if I can remember it. Stand.
Yeah, we are having broken hearts around here. Haven't had a lot of sad songs, thank goodness. Yeah. Those nights are always rough whenever your circle just ends up with sad songs. Boy, it gets depressing. Okay.
Well, you know what's
Speaking of
next.
sad songs.
You know what's next? A sad song.
Yes, yes, I know. One of my very favorites. Thank you, Mr. Bill.
Absolutely. The thing about Jan is she's got to hear Harry Chapin whenever I'm in a room. Yeah. This is a little long song, but it's Harry Chapin used to say this was his favorite song that he wrote. This is a song about a midnight watchman, a girl he picks up one night, and an old rotund waitress, and it's called A Better Place to Be. It was an early morning barroom, and the place just opened up, and the little man come in so fast and started at his cups, and the broad who served the whiskey, she was a big old friendly girl who tried to fight her empty nights by smiling at the world. And she said, "Hey bub, it's been a while since you've been around. Where the hell you been hiding, and why you look so down?" Well, the little man just sat there like he never heard a sound. The waitress, she gave out with a cough, and acting not the least put off, she spoke once again. She said, "I don't want to bother you, consider it's understood. I know I'm not no beauty queen, but I sure can listen good." And the little man took his drink in his hand and he raised it to his lips. He took a couple of sips and then he told the waitress this story. "I am the midnight watchman down at Miller's Tool and Die. And though I watch the meadow rustin', I watch the time go by. A week ago at the diner, I stopped to get a bite, and this here lovely lady, she sat 2 seats from my right. And Lord, 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 she was all right. You see, she was so damn beautiful, she could warm a winter frost. But she looked long past lonely and well nigh on to lost. Now I'm not much of a mover or a pick-em-up easy guy, but I decided to glide on over and give her one good try. And Lord, 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 she was worth a try. You see, she was so damn beautiful, she could warm a winter frost. But she looked long past lonely and well nigh on to lost. Oh, I lost my place. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not much of a mover or a pick-em-up easy guy, but I decided to glide on over and give her one good try. And Lord, 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 she was worth a try. Well, I was tongue-tied like a schoolboy. I stammered out some words, but it did not seem to matter much, 'cause I don't think she heard. She just looked clear on through me to a space back in my head, shamed me into silence. As quietly she said, if you want me to go with you, then that's all right with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, and anywhere's a better place to be. Anywhere's a better place to be. Well, I drove her to my boarding house, and I took her up to my room, and I went to turn on the only light to brighten up the gloom. But she said, please leave the light off, oh, I don't mind the dark. And as her clothes all tumbled round her, I could hear my heart. The moonlight shone upon her as she lay back in my bed. It was the kind of scene I only had imagined in my head. I just could not believe it, to think that she was real. And as I tried to tell her, she said, shh, I know just how you feel. And if you want to come here with me, then that's all right with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, anywhere's a better place to be. Anywhere's a better place to be. Well, the morning came so swiftly, I held her in my arms. She slept like a baby, snug and safe from harm. I did not want to share her with the world or break the mood. So before she woke, I went out to buy us both some food. I came back with my paper bag to find that she was gone. She left a 6-word letter saying it's time that I moved on. You know the waitress, she took a bar rag and she wiped it across her eyes. And as she spoke, her voice came out as something like a sigh. She said, I wish that I was beautiful, or that you were halfway blind. And I wish I weren't so doggone fat. I wish that you were mine. And I wish that you'd come with me when I leave for home. For we both know all about emptiness and living all alone. And the little man looked at the empty glass in his hand, and he smiled a crooked grin. He said, I guess I'm out of gin. And I know we both have been so lonely. And if you want me to come with you, then that's all right with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, and anywhere's a better place to be. There you go.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
You're welcome. I saw the
I
tissues.
You brought everybody to tears, but you
I saw the tissues coming out. I did.
Yep, yep, it does every time.
Oh.
People laid it on.
Me too.
Oh, God, I love that song.
I do too.
His stories
Thanks
were so fabulous.
for asking for it.
Mm-hmm. Did Juliet leave us? Yeah, I guess she did. Okie dokie. Mr. Larry, you're up.
All right. Well, gosh, it's tough to follow. I'm going to do a song that LD emailed me one time because he wanted to know the chords for this. So if you didn't catch it the other night, I'll do it now. You can see what the chords are. It's called Western Flyer. It's a Sunday morning and some kid is riding Western Flyer down the street. The streets are quiet and the stores are dark. Even the clouds look half asleep. Welcome home, they all said good to have you back around. Home is where you can hang your head. You can vanish here without sound. It's the same old skyline that I've known forever, casting its shadows on the cracks of a buckled sidewalk that runs by the schoolyard that's doomed as my daddy's Pontiac. Welcome home, they all said good to have you back around. Home's where you can hang your head. You can vanish here without a sound. 7 vultures in a circle, tracing patterns in the year. Be it ever so humble, be it ever so. Round the corner and the flyer's gone, just like the storm that brought it from. Just another wild kid on a one more red black and another circle of the sun. Welcome home, they all said good to have you back around. Home is where you can hang your head. You can vanish here without sound. You can vanish here without sound. You can vanish here.
Wow. Woo-hoo.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's a goodie.
Like today's society.
Huh?
Sounds like today's society.
Yeah, pretty much. I like that. That was a good one. Okie dokie. How about Mr. John? Are you ready for one?
You bet.
You bet. All right. Here we go again.
John, that's
I was going to
iced
play
tea.
another sad one. I got lots of stuff through the years playing with LD and with Phil and with Larry longer than that. Their fingerprints are on half of what I've written in the last 25 years. And I was going to do another sad song. It's a sad time, but I'm feeling a tug from beyond the pale saying we played enough sad songs. And so I'm going to play a song that LD requested anytime there was a delay in the circle and he had a chance to request. So this is a song that he liked to hear and that I like to play and that I like to play with him and for him. Well, Bobby got killed when he rode his truck. They say the road was wet. Well, damn the luck, you know, a seatbelt wouldn't have saved him anyway. He'd only had a couple beers, at 7 gone since junior year. Well, some get taken, some just drift away. But some remain and choose to live on what the land and the Lord will give. They stop before they hit the 4-lane road. Live out all their days in Honey Grove. Well, I had all the normal things like football games and promise rings. Well, I never thought about another way. I got married when they told me to that pretty girl I knew from school, and the baby started coming right away. Then Sherry left, but Bobby died, and all night long I drove and cried. I never turned around on that 4-lane road. I was going far away from Honey Grove. Well, I stayed gone about a year, but my parents and my kids are here, so I turned that pickup down the Blacktop Road. Gonna live out all my days in Honey Grove. This morning in the prayer concerns, those same old stories all returned about cars and kids in grief and misery. There, but for God's grace and luck, I might have been in Bobby's truck. Well, I hope they don't forget to pray for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your sound was cutting out a little bit.
Uh-oh.
At a couple of places. Yeah, but no, I know Honey Grove. So,
cool.
Yeah, so you've played that before several times for him.
Absolutely.
Oh.
It's always fun to play for LD because he was an awfully good audience.
Oh, he loved that one. Yeah.
Yep.
He
It
loved
was
it.
mostly on the guitar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. So, Laura, have you got another one for us?
Yes, I've got one, and then I'm going to sign out because I had a knee replacement on Monday. And
oh my gosh.
My knee is getting tired, but I'm going to finish up with this one.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we're glad that you've been part of the circle. We'll look forward to seeing you the next time.
Yeah, I wanted to come and hello to everybody I know in the group and everybody I don't know. I'm glad to meet you all. But anyway, you know, and you can sing if you want to. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that sings a song like thee. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my feet to heal. How fresh was it that recipe, the hour I first believed. The man trembles and sin I have overcome. His grace hath brought me safest far, and grace will lead me home. The Lord has done good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. And when we find there 10,000 years, bright shine at the sun, we know as they who sing God's praise, then first we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all take it easy.
You too.
Well, thank you so much, Laura.
See you down the road.
We will see you down the road.
Okay. Y'all take care now. Be careful going home. Or we. Okay. Y'all just be careful. All right.
All righty. You too. Be safe.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Phil. Phil.
Yeah.
You ready?
Well, I've got a song that LD introduced me to, and as a matter of fact, I recall one time that I played this song before he did, and he said, "Well, that was my next song." So, but he wasn't happy about it. This is a song by Dave Mallet, and it's not a real happy song, but it's kind of indicative of what he was about. My daddy bought this car before I was born. Out like the radio and I love the horn. I like the great big shiny steering wheel here in my daddy's Oldsmobile. Here in my daddy's Oldsmobile. Four kids can sure fill up a big back seat. They used to stop and get us something sweet. Now mama says to pray for one good meal here in my daddy's Oldsmobile. Here in my daddy's Oldsmobile. Mama kisses us good night. Daddy reads his paper by the dashboard light. Crushes at the cigarette, says, don't cry, babies. We ain't beat yet. Another morning, we're up and gone. Daddy heard of work somewhere near San Antonio. 3 days of riding ain't no big deal. Here in my daddy's Oldsmobile. My daddy bought this car before I was born. Like the radio and I love the horn. I like the great big shiny steering wheel here in my daddy's Oldsmobile. Here in my daddy's Oldsmobile.
Like that.
Well, thank you.
That's a goodie. You've not done that, I don't remember, I don't think. I think
That's been a
the
long
first
time
heard
since I played it.
Yeah, yeah. That's the first time I think I've heard it.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a good one though.
LD,
Huh?
LD did it at the Hoots. I heard him.
Ah. Well.
That used to happen to me at the Hoots too. I remember one month the theme was hobos, and I said, well, I'll do Harvey Reid, Show Me the Road That Leads to My Home. Well, Ross and Sharon Weiss were sitting right next to me, and Ross said, I'm going to sing Show Me the Road. And I'm like, great, there goes my song. So then the very next month, the theme was on war. And I said, well, I know I can sing The Cruel War. And they were sitting right next to me, and we were going the other way this time. And Ross said, Sharon's going to sing The Cruel War. And I went, well, great, there goes my song again.
Oh, no. That's not very good.
It was fun, though.
Oh, always fun. Always fun. Well, Diane and John, y'all are up.
Yeah, we're gonna feature John on this one.
Wait, whoa.
Sit up straight.
What do you mean feature?
Well, I mean, you know, this is a song you chose because you're good at it, and it's Irish.
What year do you want?
Well, I've got it in C. Is that good for you? What you sing? What key is good for you?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the countryside. It's you.
The summer's gone.
The summer's gone and all the leaves are falling. It's you must go and I must find. But come ye back when flowers in the meadow, and when the leaves hush and white with snow, yes, I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And if you come when all the leaves are dying, and I am dead, as dead I will might be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say, and I'll be there for me. And I will hear the soft you tread above me, and lo, my grave will warmer, sweeter be. And you'll not fail to tell me that you love me. Then I will rest in peace until you come to me.
Thank you so very much. Probably one of the most popular Irish songs ever written. Okay, so I guess I am up next. This is a...
You need to reattach your thing because when I try to share my screen, I think it knocks you off.
Oh, really?
So we'll go down to screen share.
Okay, I'm on.
And it's, okay, you're on.
Yeah.
It didn't take it off. I thought it did.
No, no, I'm not. I'm still there. I didn't see that there was anything different. Okay. Before I start this, are we wanting to do another circle around, or is everybody got things they need to do, or getting tired, or you're going to sleep? Okay. You gonna do another circle, guys?
No, I think I'm gonna head out, maybe.
Okay, well, okay, you can't head out yet. I'm gonna sing my song, and then we have to close the proper way.
Right. The proper closing. Absolutely.
Yeah,
You're gonna do
we
Irene?
have to have a proper.
Of course.
Yep. So I'll sing my song, and then we have to close with Irene. Does anybody else want to share another song after me?
I'm good.
You're good. Larry? No? Okay. All righty. So this is the first song that LD ever heard me sing. When I first came to RRUU, and Dara played it for me, and I'm not sure I can sing it sitting down, but we'll give it the college try. It was also Ken's favorite song for me to sing. But little thing by Mr. George Gershwin. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich, and your mom's good loving. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing, and you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing can with Daddy and Mommy standing by. Summertime. Not my high key, but.
Great.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Are you ready? Who wants to lead? Shall we all have our mics on and all sing together?
Woo! It'll have to go real slow if we do that. It's the only way to make it work.
Yeah, because the delay will be hard.
The day, okay, well then we'll just all sing our own, okay? If the delay will cause a problem, let's not do it.
What key? What key?
Who's gonna start it off?
I can do.
We usually play it in G.
Let's play it in G.
Okay.
Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. Gonna take a little stroll downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night.
Good night, Irene.
I'll see you
I'll see you.
in my dreams.
So, who wants to do a verse?
Stop your rambling. Stop your gambling. Stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family. Stay home by the fireside light. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
You cause me to weep and you cause me to moan, cause me to leave my home. But the very last thing I heard you say was sing me one more song. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes she sleeps in her nightie. Sometimes she sleeps in her gown. Sometimes she sleeps in nothing at all. And she's the talk of the town. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in town. Sometimes I take a great ocean, jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. See you in my dreams.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Bless you all. This was a wonderful night.
Thank you all for doing this. This is great.
It's been good, and we'll all miss LD.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We all miss him, and we've sent him on his way with a good song or two. And I thank you all for sharing and for sharing your stories and for singing his songs. And we will see what we can do about getting some lyrics to folks, and if you're still interested in joining me, I'll send you an email and we'll set up a time to do some more music again. Bless you all. Have a wonderful night. At least you don't have to go home on the traffic, and stay safe.
Good
Thank
night.
you, Jan.
Good night.
Take care.
Thank you, Jim, for your help too.
Good night,
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jan.
Love you all.
Good
Love
to
you
see you all.
guys.
Everybody.
Bye night. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Jan.
Tell Emily hello.
I will. Last
Is
I
she
heard from
still
her, she was
here?
playing badminton in Denver.
Oh, in Denver. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
Exactly.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Night. What do we do now?